when Unc say he want to date younger men. They killed me. What they said, what the women, what? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm that boy gay as hell.
You know that big buff dude Shannon Sharpe that be doing the podcast? Yeah, they said he might be a fruitcake. But I'm finna explain to y'all why everyone think he a fruitcake, and then I'm gonna see what y'all think in the comments. And it's all because of Hollywood. Well, I was confused at first. Hollywood is his zesty stylist, you feel me? And that's why everybody's saying he's zesty. And he bring his stylists everywhere with him, especially courtside, and that's what made people get suspicious. Like they was seeing so much together, people started to assume that they was dating. And I didn't know anything about this till this TikTok popping up with Shannon Sharpe explaining why he changed his stylist.
Hollywood, he was gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Mm-hmm. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Shelley. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else.
People think he got a new stylist just because people was catching on to him. Mike Epps even made a joke about him being zesty, and that was the final straw right there.
That nigga Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga. The nigga shit is called Shay Shay. The nigga's telling you.
Sharpe responded saying, how come every time a black man gets successful, y'all say he sold his soul or he's zesty? I ain't gonna cap. Anytime a black man gets success, they do try to tear down their name. But with that zesty stuff, they be wearing dresses doing questionable stuff that make people think they zesty.
What's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. I just want you to know that you watching You Just Got Juiced reactions. Don't forget, you got the juice now.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy You Just Got the Juice, and we are back at it again with a third video about the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit. And Jesus Christ, it is not looking good for the old boy Shay Shay. Just found this Tasha K interview, and we're gonna dive into that. Somebody sent me this on my Discord. If you're not subscribed to my Discord, link is in the bio. And if this is your first time at the channel, thank you for giving this small channel a chance and helping me grow. So without further ado, let's get this video started.
The Star Report. Wow, I almost forgot his name. I was about to call him Troy, and y'all was gonna be like, who? I'm like Troy because I call him Troy, but Star Report. So if you haven't seen the Star Report, you should go up over there. Hilarious ass show. And so he had an exclusive up saying that Shannon Sharpe, I guess, basically is exposed. And I was like, what's going on? So I called him at 1:30 in the morning. I was like, Star, you just ended your live. What do you have? And so basically he sent me a clip of Shannon Sharpe, I guess, accidentally speaking on something that's subconsciously better than his head. And we'll talk about this in a minute. He was talking in reference to Michelle Obama interviewing Tracy Ellis about her, I guess, excuse for dating younger men and why she prefers to date them over older men. Michelle Obama had co-signed like, as if she knew. And I was like, well, what we talk about, Michelle? What are we talking about? Let's get into it, Michelle Obama. Okay? I read it between the lines, but I ain't finna go in on the first lady like that, you know? Maybe.
I seen a clip from that Michelle Obama interview, and I was like, why is she interviewing a Tracy Ross? I'm like, is she about to be down that single divorce path and she about to hit the wall, and then now they trying to find young people to start dating, but they ain't gonna never find nobody no more after that. It was a weird little podcast. I don't know why it was on my TV, but yeah, I seen a piece of it, so I'm aware of what she's talking about. But why are they talking about that on Nightcap though? I don't know.
Maybe she's just wishing for some younger dick. I don't know. But Shannon had ended up commenting on that story. And as he was commenting, right, you may forget some things, but you don't slip up and say things like this.
When Unc say he want to date younger men, they killed me. What they said, what the women, what? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said?
What?
Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm grooming. That's the term they use with me. Yeah. Grooming.
We got him one more time. Let's run it back.
But what? Hold on. But what they say about when Unc say he want to date younger men, they killed me. What they say? What the women's what? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Oh, I'm a creep. Bro. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man?
This was so awkward. Jasmine, have you ever slipped up as an LGBT, like a member of the LGBTQ, and said, you know, when I dated men and oops, women? Have you ever said that?
Never in my life, ma'am. No. That I don't know. Nope.
And I've never said, when I said I was dating women, everybody. So what happens, guys, when you
it was that pause and he was stuttering because he realized what happened, and then he was just like like he just glitched.
Form habits. And that's why I tell you, I started the show off with writing things down. I don't know why they have to do scientific research on this. I think it should be something that's automatically engraved. Like, this is why we have parents and children, and we reiterate, brush your teeth, wash your face, do this, do that, go to, add. The reason why they make us practice and practice and practice and practice is because it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. And once it's a habit, subconsciously, it's better than you. So you remember your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, if you're forgetting your numbers, then that may be, you may have some memory issues going on, right? But, and just like I almost called Star Troy, because that's what I call him. That's what I call the Star Report. I call him Troy. So I was sitting there, I was like, shit, do I call him Troy? Y'all don't know who Troy is. So I was like, oh, the Star Report. Like, you will stop for a second if you have an instance where, you forgot something and you'll try to think about it. But for it to come off the tongue so naturally as it did in this clip, Jasmine, play it one more time.
When Unc said he want to date younger men, they killed me. What they said, what the women's, what?
It's because it was so smooth. It was so smooth, and then you see his eyes like he. Oh, look at the dude in the white. Oh man, why? When was this? How come I ain't hear about this on my timeline or nothing? I'm just seeing this today. Out of all the days when all the stuff about Shannon Sharpe getting sued come out, and this is crazy. Unless it was this last night also?
Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said. Oh, when I want to date,
bro.
When I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm grooming. That's the term they use with me. Yeah. Grooming.
And he's been accused. But the thing about it is, he's been accused of grooming younger men. His hairstylist, not his hairstylist, his fashion stylist, Hollywood. Why Hollywood get courtside seats but not Michelle? Yeah, Michelle. Michelle taking all that dick and ass. Why Michelle can't get courtside seats? Because when you habitually, like, he puts it in your face, but a lot of y'all just refuse to see.
Man, I remember I was saying that, and I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, bro, it's just like that story died down because of the Michelle stuff. But I think this was the reason why I think that he did the Michelle stuff, because of this story. And it was just like, it was him and him when he was wearing that damn that man purse coming out the car. with that skin tight orange jumpsuit on, bro. So unless Michelle was a man, I mean, who knows? Because we never seen Michelle. So again, Michelle could have been a Michael, bro.
See it for what it is. I mean, he's a gossiping man that loves to dress and loves to hang out with his girlfriends courtside. Don't even want a woman leaving her toothbrush in the house. Y'all, Jasmine, you remember that segment? I ain't gonna tell you to put it. But when he was like, I don't even want a woman leaving a toothbrush in my house because he don't like nothing about a woman.
I remember that. I remember that.
And said he would never go to a woman's house.
He be out in public with his creative director, Jordan. Jordan, before it was Hollywood going to the parties. Now him and Jordan are in the parties, dressed alike, man bags crossed. What is your camera guy doing with you at events without a camera? Why is your camera guy being filmed in camera with you? Unk. But y'all, Tasha K hating that negative ass bitch over there. This is why.
And then this go back to the Michelle thing. He was like, they was like, how your phone get unlocked or something. He was like, I don't know, I must have accidentally touched it. And he was like, you know, like, so he was like, he said something on the line of Jordan be running my account. Or so I thought it was Jordan, or I called Jordan. Because so I'm like, well, why? In my head, I was like, why does this man has the password to your account, your Instagram account? It was just small stuff like that. So it's just, like I said, like the stuff. That's why people be getting mad at Corey. But Corey Holcomb be speaking on stuff. He be speaking on facts. It's like people don't want to see what's before their eyes, bro. I'm like, come on, man. It's too many clues. Not saying nothing wrong with it. But Corey, like Corey say, if you are, then let people know how this you are, so people know how to address you. That way you don't gotta worry about stuff like this coming out. Nobody care that you gay, bro. Now, cause you old, it don't matter. Like people still like. I think if Shannon Sharpe was to say he was bio gay, he even get more people on Club Shay Shay. That's why it's called Club Shay Shay. Like what type of man name is Shay Shay?
Hollywood don't with him.
Well, Ice Cube.
Because he fake as.
But he don't
it would
say
be different if Shannon Sharpe, big, thick thigh ass, would come out and say, I am a black gay man in Hollywood who is reaching heights that most men don't reach unless they own their Anderson Cooper or Don Lemon. You don't get just any black man a spot like that. You gotta know somebody to know somebody to know somebody to get them contracts.
Like Corey said the other day, not what's the other guy that be on the show? Craig. Like if Craig said, man, it seems like you gotta be gay to be successful in Hollywood. I stutter sometimes, so that's why it was kind of hard. But yeah, it was like, yeah, and it's like stuff like this. It just makes me wonder. I'm not going to say he is, but this is stuff that I think about when I see signs like this, and then you hear these stories about Hollywood. So that's why I don't get mad at Corey Holcomb when he be saying stuff like this, bro. Because I see what he's talking about. I mean, from what I see on YouTube, or I don't see it in real life because I'm not in Hollywood, but from what I see, I could use my deduction skills to put 1 + 1 together.
And just last week, his PR team put out, because he's fishing for bids, that he is due to sign a $100 million podcast deal. And so if you got a bigger bag you're gonna offer me, tell me now or forever hold your peace. This was just last week. And for those of y'all that are saying, oh, this is just another way to keep another black man down, this whole lawsuit thing, this whole $50 million lawsuit, it takes months to generate a lawsuit. Months. Where Shannon Sharpe came from a podcast that he couldn't even get sponsored. You ever notice he doesn't have sponsors on his podcast? Like, what man at that level with those type of views don't have sponsors? Only sponsoring he's doing is himself.
He does have sponsors, just for the record.
Look which sponsors he got now.
He has like a Viagra sponsor or something like that.
That was the first he got.
And he had,
what else?
I think like a ticket app. I think he had as well.
He got those, but when he launched that podcast, there was no sponsors over there. And the only reason I know that is because his team told me. So here's the thing. That was a hell of a Freudian slip. And that's okay. Shannon can like who he wants to like. But the problem I have is, why is it that when you talk about women, or when women are talking about you, it's either in a very graphic manner or you're speaking about women in a graphic manner. But when you with your boys, oh, that might.
Oh no, I haven't noticed that. If anybody know anything about that, let me know in the comment section. I don't really listen to him. I don't really like. I listen talking about his club Shay Shay. I don't really listen to him outside of Shay Shay or ESPN First Take. So maybe she knows something I don't know, or I just ain't hear what she's talking about.
My dog in my partner, that's my nigga right there. That's my baby. That's my nigga. Those are my credit. That. Why men get respect? Why they get courtside tickets? Why they get to go with you to your parties? But yet you got women coming from behind the scenes. And this ain't the first woman whose lawsuit we're going to read on TashaKLive.com. Matter of fact, I spoke to a couple of his ex-women, white women to be specific. And that's why we titled the video on TashaKLive.com. Let me get the title so you know what's up. Shannon Sharpe. R's white women on the regular? Question mark. Why are we? And for the y'all that feel sorry for him, I don't see how y'all feel sorry for him. Black men with money have been dating white women for years, and what happens? Not to say that it's discrediting anything that the white women are doing, but white women tell. They call the police. They're Karens. When are y'all gonna learn that you're not gonna be able to get away with the stuff that you typically get away with?
Like I said, he met a 20-year-old in the gym. Now think about it, the gym that he go to, so you know it's going to be exclusive. So what is a 20-year-old doing in the same gym he at? She must got some money. How she get that money? Come on, man. Then you got to start going down the rabbit hole, you know?
Black women who don't have access to the same type of sympathy that white women typically do. But that's y'all though. That's your And when you hear this lawsuit here that I have regarding the $50 million lawsuit that was just filed from a Jane Doe, and then there was another lawsuit filed last year by a woman who actually put her name out there, and she's alleging some of the same things that this other woman is saying, and then there's going to be a third. Now, I ain't saying Tony Busby is the right lawyer. We got some issues with him, but here's the thing. Everybody just cannot be lying on Shannon. Like, his love for men is just too obvious.